Hey guys, Maple Medicine Man here. I am going to be taking on a trip today on painting. Yay! Everybody wants to do painting. Anyways, I'm going to lay you guys right here. And here's my studio. So I have two canvases today. One, I really want to redo this one. This one needs to be redone. And the other one is this one. I don't know if I'm going to redo this one or I'm just going to add to it. But that's going to be for another time. Now, to let you guys know how I start this, as you can see, my set is super dirty right now because I have not taken the time to organize it. But I have lots of paint here to be able to use still. So we can definitely play with lots of colors today. There's definitely things we can try out. We have a black in there. So what I want to do is I'm going to black this out completely. Just black the whole thing. So I'm going to put a little bit of black in there. And you want to practice spreading out your paint. Especially if you're going to do a new canvas with, a new picture on it. So you want to make sure all your brushes and stuff are really nice and clean. And what I do is I put hot water. I put really scalding hot water in my cup so that the brushes and the bristles they stay nice and soft, so that they move with your brush strokes, right? Because you want them to move. So all I'm gonna do is black this whole thing out. All I'm doing right now. Just blacking it all out. And I want to get the edges too, right? You want to get the edges because the edges of the painting really actually stand out. And once you're all done, it really makes a big difference. So all we're gonna do is just cover this fucking thing in black paint. So watch, I'm just gonna do this, just one. And we're gonna get it actually super black, and I'll show you how we do this. First, we want to spread all this paint out. Just get it spread out. Just move it around. Doesn't have to look pretty. And I have a lot of black. You have to have a lot of black. So make sure, I'm good on that part. Don't worry about that. Well, we're just gonna size. You want here, here. We're just gonna black it up. Black it up the best we can. See what I mean by spreading out the paint? You want to spread that paint out as much as you can. That's okay. You can be rough on your brush right now. You can be rough on your brush because we still have hot water in our cup, right? So that's going to help the brush settle down after we're done with it, because we're going to move on to a different brush after we're done this part. So you just want to black the whole thing out. Just black it up. I know that sounds pretty bad when you say it, but you'll know what I mean when we're done. It'll make a big difference. And I really don't like the white background. I really don't like a white background. I love the black background. It's pure. It's a pure color, and white is still a pure color. But it's really difficult when, for me personally, it's actually kind of difficult to get a picture when I just have a white background. So, but with the black background, some people see differently. But in my head, it's the black background that really stands out to me. really stands out, especially if you're gonna do like a space, or if you're gonna do planets or something and stars. You want it to be nice and black, right? Nice and completely. Just get all that paint in there. Just get all that paint in there. Hold on. Get all that black in there. Hold on. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take this into the editor and speed up the process here just a little bit. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll speed up the process here a little bit. Okay, now pay attention. Don't put the heat too close to the thing. But, you can quickly water off your painting. Just with a little bit of heat, not too much heat, just a little bit. Now, look. I may have fucked over my TV, but what do I give a shit? Okay. So, you have your black canvas. Now, pay attention. See the edges? Make sure you do the edges. So, that's going to matter after the painting is done. Alright, well done. Okay, so now you have all the edges done, right? What are we gonna do now? Good question. What I usually start with, I like to start, if you have an idea in your head and you really want to get that idea, start with a pencil. A pencil really works. And what it does is you can actually see the lines in the black. Right? So really, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a measurement because I am going to make this a little easier than I thought it would. Okay? And what I'm going to use, unbelievably, is toilet paper. There you go, eh? And all I'm going to do is just line it up with the edge. And I'm just going to put a mark here. Right there. Can you see that? Can you see the mark? You can't see the mark, can you? That's good. You don't want to see the mark. So that's where one's going to be. I'm going to make it right there. And the other one, I'm going to put right down here, I think. Right against. Right against this one. Right against that. There it is there. Just a little mark. Okay, so now you want to do some planets, right? You want to do some planets. Who doesn't want to do planets? And what you can use anything circular as long as it has a concaved or, a concaved vertical in it, or, just a circle. Just a circle works too. So what I'm going to use is this piece of tape, this roll of tape. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of paper like this, like a practice piece of paper, okay? And you can pretty much choose whatever color you want. For this one, I'm going to start with a white. And then I'm just going to dab some paint on there. Just put some paint on that bit. Alright, so there we go. And now all I'm going to do is just get this thing covered in paint. Just get it covered. Just put the paint on the edges. Make sure there's paint on all the edges there. Now, what you can do, I made my mark there, and that's where my first planet's going to go. Okay? So I'm going to make it right like this. Hey, that's my first planet. There we go. Number uno. Done. Done uno. Okay? Now you can use the same thing you just used with different colors, but you got to make sure the paint's dry and then do it all over again. So, fast forward. what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a little piece of cloth. Just take the smallest bit you can. And we're just gonna dab the edges of this earth here, of this planet. Okay? It's gonna look a little more like, instead of you just post something on there. There. Okay? You want to use a different side every time. You want to use something different every time. There. Okay. So now we've got two moons. Well, two planets, I guess. What do you want to call them? There. Two planets so far. Okay. So this is where this comes in good use. Really good use. Now, the paint that we just used to put the paint on this item here, we are going to dab it. We're going to dab it right in there. And you just wanna do light dabs, you know, make kind of like a continent out of it or something, you know. Do a little bit one there, do one there. I'll do a red one over here, a red continent over here, you know, just like that. There, see? So we got all bit going on there. And I'm gonna do my white again. I'm gonna go back over here to red, do some white. Look at that. Okay? And you just take your time on doing little dabs here and there, because you don't want, you know, you want them to look, you want it to look not like a pattern, right? You want it to look like something that just came out of a sci-fi movie. Right? So you just do little dabs, little dabs. And then you can change it up to different colors. I'll put we got yellow. Come on, yellow. Nope, no yellow in there. Let's try a blue. Maybe a blue will work. Oh yeah, blue. There's blue right there. Whoa. Look at this. And you can even change it up. You can, you know, put some red out here if you want. Oh, you can make whatever you want after this. Like, once you get to this point, like, you can honestly do whatever kind of sciencey stuff you want to do. It's a beautiful aspect of art, especially if you have a black canvas that you can fully integrate into any kind of sciencey space stuff. And really, my ideal painting is a black canvas painting. So, you know, you guys stay tuned, and I will show you more. I will show you more about how to paint planets and do the stars, because we haven't even put stars on this bitch yet. Stay tuned.